How can advisors and RIAs drive growth when it comes to AI in digital marketing? To learn more, I'm joined by Deepak Patel, CEO of IntelliFlow. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here, Shannon, as well.
So this is certainly a hot topic right now,
Yes.
but what challenges are you seeing when it comes to advisors and when it comes to adopting, digital marketing strategies and tactics?
Yeah, I think it's a great question. So, we have been kind of working with advisors for a number of years, and I've done like over 4,000 in-depth session, like for an hour and a half, discussing social media strategies, challenges, and everything. And the main, challenge the advisors are having is really figuring out how to use social media, and there's a little bit of a lack of sometimes understanding of what social media can do, and they're not going after it as much as they should do. So that's kind of the main challenge we see. And the second challenge that also comes up oftentimes is the compliance concerns. A lot of advisors find compliance to be a hurdle as opposed to a step in the process. So if they see as a step in the process, the one that do, we see them able to implement and get results. But a lot of advisors don't see the potential or the risk of not doing social media, and they're kind of concerned that I can't do social media marketing, and that has holded many advisors back.
And I'm sure you get similar questions
Yes.
over and over from advisors. So what's something that you are hearing consistently when it does come to marketing and growth?
Yeah, and again, and I like to track a lot of data. So every discussion I'm having, I'm writing notes and all that, and I can like verbatim have seen a trend. So this is exactly what they tell me, that if I only can get in front of qualified leads and appointment, I can close them. So that is one of the main need why they come talk to me, and they want to have a discussion, right? So the need to be in front of qualified prospect is really what they want to do. And the second thing that I always hear after that, as we discuss, is I need step-by-step guidance on how to do social media, because I'm a financial planner, I'm a financial advisor, I'm not a marketer. So I hear that a lot of time. I'm not a marketer, so that's kind of the two main things. Like, I want to get in front of people, give me step-by-step guidance.
And at the end of the day, advisors want to feel empowered with the technology that they're using.
Absolutely.
So how can firms ultimately drive adoption around tools like this?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the main focus of how we are approaching the market and talking to firm owners. One of the reasons I'm here as well. The advisors really, first of all, I believe that they really have to see the opportunity, how big it is, and it always have been. This is nothing to do with what's happening now with the AI and everything. Just understanding how powerful these tools are. I spoke with some owners, and when they saw what can happen, their eyes were like open. So the first thing is just education on what can it do for your practice. How can it change your life for your customers, for yourself? So that's one of the things that we do a lot in our approach when we're interacting with people and everything. And then just trying it out, right? It's just taking the first step. And that's kind of one of the things that we have paid a lot of energy on, is to make things easier. So there is no hesitation on trying things out, because once they start to try, just like you're riding a bicycle, right? You learn how to do it, and it becomes easier, and you fall in love with it over time. So that's one of the things that to adopt it, you got to try it out.
Well, speaking of trying things out, we have to talk about AI then.
Yes.
Where do you see it ultimately impacting digital marketing, and how is IntelliFlow utilizing it as well?
Yeah. So AI is like, very interesting, because there's a lot of discussion on AI. There's a lot of confusion about AI as well. So first of all, I want to clarify that we are looking at it pragmatically. So AI is not automations by itself. Like, AI is completely different. So we are working a lot on making sure that we got the data model right and the basics right first. So 80% of energy goes into that, and then 20% in AI, where we see two main use cases, if you will. One is just the generative AI stuff, because the marketing has a lot of content. So how we can use those easy AI, if you will, to create your own personalized content and email and so on and so forth. The second part of AI, which I call the complex AI, is the assistant model. So we launched Fimigo on Fintello, which allows advisors or somebody to become a marketing assistant, looking at their data and guiding them and identifying which leads or which content, which is a lot more complex to do. So we are spending a lot of energy on that part of it, and which is where I believe is where the advantage lies. So the companies who get that right, and advisors who get that assistant that is very personalized, is going to really get advantage of what's happening in AI.
Well, Deepak, you're doing such fascinating things. I really appreciate your insights.
Yeah, thanks so much.
For wealthmanagement.com, I'm Shannon Rosic.